Good morning. This is the representing 5 representations of linear functions. It's an entire page for one problem, which means you have a situation you're going to be able to graph it, create a table, create a rate of change, a y-intercept, and an equation, and then do some calculations. This all relates to the one problem. Then there's a second part, and I'll pause the video and do a second video on the second part. So you'll today you're going to be given a situation and you're going to create everything else. If you do not have to go in order, you can do whichever one pops out to you first. And sometimes one will be easier than the other. Also in the 5 representations, I can actually give you a table, and the table can go to the graph, and you can pull out the rates, and you can pull out the y-intercept, and you can pull out the equation, and you can make up a situation. So these are all interchangeable. So the first part, you're going to be given a situation and create the other ones. So a canoe rental service charges $2 transportation fee. That fee is important. That word fee is important. And $3 an hour to rent a canoe. That's all that needs to be said for you to be able to create those. But they're going to tell you a little bit more information. So it says, write and graph an equation representing the cost, y, of renting a canoe for hours. Okay, so it says the cost is y. So this is cost. And it tells you that your x-axis is hours. And the title would be cost per hour renting canoe. Now, one of the easiest ways to get a title is do cost, the y title per the x title. Okay. Also, we're going to add a little bit of information that this is always your, notice that this is your independent variable, and notice that your dependent variable. So x is always your independent variable, and y is always your dependent variable. Lots of information. I'm going to leave that for right now, and I'm going to come back to it in a little bit. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to go, what is my rate of change? And I'm going to say per, or I'm going to say what changes. And what changes is my hours. So when that's what's changing, that's what my $3 is. Okay, my y-intercept, which is the point that crosses the y-axis, and that's referring to information here. Another word for y-intercept is fee or starting point. Starting point, or you know it as beginning. So you know it as beginning. And so my fee was 2. Okay? So I call up on the phone and I tell the company, hey, I want to rent a canoe. And they say, okay, your fee is $2. I didn't even rent it. They just charged me $2 for making the call and making the reservation. So then I show up, and these are different trips. So if I went for just 1 hour, it would be my $2 fee plus 3 times 1, which would be 5. And then if I went on a different trip and I did it for 2 hours, it would be 7. And then 2 plus 3 times 3 would be 9. So I messed that up. Man, I would have gotten a phone call from my buddy today. Oh, where is my whiteout? Oh, I can't find my whiteout. I'm going to have to use my scribble out. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Good thing I caught that early. And then 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 plus 2 is 11. I caught that because I know that my cost is going up by 3 every time I add an additional hour. So that would be 4, going up by 3 would be 14, 5 going up by 3 would be 17, and I already see the pattern. Okay, so now I can come to the equation, and usually when we're doing constant rate of change, there y equals the fee plus, we're going to do it a different way. Hold on. Y equals the rate times x plus the fee. So y equals 3x plus 2. So there's my rate, there's a variable, there's my fee. Okay, so then it's going to say, what if I'm doing 16? So that just says plug 16 in for your hours. So it's 3 times 16 plus 2. That's 48 plus 2, which is $50. Okay, then I can go graph, and when I graph, I 0, 2. Notice that's the y-intercept. My starting point is my beginning, because remember this is y equals mx plus b. Oops, sorry, y equals mx plus b, where that's your slope and that's your beginning. It's also m's are rates and b's are fees. So 0, 2. And then what I'm going to say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm scaling 4, 5. Okay, and then I'm going to go 1, 5. Oh, yeah, that was 4, that was 5. Okay, that one shouldn't be there. And then 2, 8. Okay, and I'm going to show you something that you're going to notice also. So this is going up by 3. This is up. And this is adding 1. Now notice, let me get a pencil, that once I get this dot, I can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. 1, 2, 3, right 1. So that's how, and then you go 1, 2, 3, right 1. So my next dot would be right there. And if I do 3, 9, 10, 11, that would actually be also. So that is called calculating slope from a graph. That is problem 1. I'm going to do problem 2 in another video.